Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Saturday morning. Woke up this morning, it's like 8. It's crazy how the weather has changed so much. It was like almost 40 a couple of weeks ago, and it's so hot, and now it's just fall is, what, a couple of weeks away, and yeah, it's a Labor Day weekend coming up, and we're getting together with family. So it's just one thing after another, keeping busy. I've been very busy with family and friends, and I'm sure you have too this summer. Yeah, so what are you doing for Labor Day weekend? I'm getting together with my siblings and my nieces and nephews, and it's just a time of change. Mom's not likely going to be here this time. It's so sad, As we get older, we're not always able to do the things we want to do, and as grandparents, we see our children changing, and we miss things. Sometimes, we aren't able to do things we want to do as grandparents and get out to where we want to go, and I'm sure Mom feels that. I feel the loss, the time with her. I try to spend as much time as I can. Passing by the other day, I went to go see her again, but she's an hour and a half away, and it's not always able, And I know sometimes my kids say to Mom, you're too far away. They don't want to drive the hour and a half, and sometimes we feel like, oh, we miss them, we want to see them, we want to spend time with them. I'm blessed I have a car of my own, so I can get out and go when I want to go. But, sometimes we don't have the chance, and it's hard, right? We miss things that we want to do. And a lot of times it could be because of either our health or finances or whatever. As we get older, I can imagine it's going to be more like that, right? We miss the opportunities to be with our loved ones and do things we want to do. But taking care of ourselves, like this warm little cozy blanket I've got here, right, that I keep on the couch, right? Like we have to do things to take care of ourselves. But today, if you need to wrap a blanket around you, a big hug, I'm sending you a virtual hug. Do you need that? Do you need just to feel that love wrap around you, right? And we just keep Kintsugi on, we keep believing and trusting and loving ourselves. We keep being and doing the best we can for ourselves. And if we need to pause, we need to take a rest. It's weekend anyway, right? I know a lot of people have to work, and sometimes I miss out because of that too, right? On a working weekend, right? But one thing, I don't know how many of you grandmothers have issues like with your ears. I wonder, my grandmother was deaf most of the time I knew her. It was very hard, unless maybe you were saying right there, I don't know if she read lips or what, but she was deaf. Do you wear hearing aids? Do you have problems with your hearing? I've got the tendonitis is crazy. It's there constantly. Years ago it was once in a while and let it go away. But now for about the last 2 years, it's there all the time, this high pitch ringing. And there's not much I can do about it. And what about your hearing? Do you wear hearing aids? Do you have issues with your hearing? It's like, what do we do? I know I hear better out of this ear, if I've got, than this ear. And sometimes I know I've got a lot of family and friends that have hearing aids, but there's so many issues with the hearing aids. Either they're not fitting properly, or they're falling out, or, and it's like things that we have to adjust in our life because we're getting older, right? And then there's the ones, that had a new knee, like me, right? And you're walking down the steps and like, oh, my knee's a little bit stiff. We can't always do what we want to do because of the way our body is, and life keeps changing. So, but we've become stronger. I think spiritually we become stronger, and we learn to trust ourselves more. So there are things that we lose and that we become weaker in, like our ears, or our knees, or our body's not doing what we need to do, but we've become wiser and stronger. And we have so much to offer because of the experiences and all of the, what we're doing. And it's like, we need to remember that we are strong enough, and we may miss out on some things, but we can enjoy, and we have all the memories. We have that, we could go through the scrapbook of our life, right? And we can journal, and we can talk to our friends. I'm not a big talker on the phone. I do more writing. I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm more of a creative person. I like to be doing something. And so, and spending time with people, right? Going out and being spontaneous, and we don't know from day to day. I'm lucky. I've got Adrian. He's likes doing that too, right? We don't know from day to day, and it's good to be spontaneous because I've found that, you plan things and you can plan and get everything, and then it's completely changed, or somebody's sick, or car doesn't work, or then something happens, and we just aren't able to do what you want to do. So right, and so we just have to be ready to go and do what we need to do and want to do when we can, right? Because there might not be another opportunity to do that. So spending time with family when I can, and just get up and go out and do and see where you end up. See where the car takes me. That's what I was telling. They say, where are you going? I say, I don't know, wherever the car takes me, right? So I hope you have a wonderful weekend and the Labor Day weekend, whatever you're doing with your kids, right? Or family. Or just maybe just by yourself. That's fine too, right? We need that. We need time for ourselves. So take care of you, love you, trust you. Kalina, Kintsugi woman. And if you've got an article, send me one, because the September issue will be coming up. So, and I'm going to be the featured grandmother after I've been working on and featuring other grandmas, but it's my turn to be there and shine a little brighter. So you can find out a little bit about me this coming month in September, in the September issue of our Global Grandmothers Council Network. Take care. Have a look. I'll put links in there. Kalina, Kintsugi woman.